A teaching strategy called scaffold instruction helps students obtain greater knowledge, acquire new skills, and become more independent learners over time. It entails the teacher offering students gradually greater amounts of short-term support to help them acquire skills and comprehend material at a level that they would not be able to do so on their own. The learning cycle is an ongoing process that includes pre-assessment. The teacher evaluates the student's past knowledge and abilities in this first stage. It assists the teacher's comprehension of the student's advantages and disadvantages. Instruction. The lesson is presented by the teacher. This might be accomplished by lessons, activities, or other instructional strategies. Assessment. The teacher assesses the student's comprehension of the instruction. Review of data. To determine how well students comprehend the material, the teacher goes over the assessment results. Reteaching. To make sure every student has comprehended, the teacher may need to reteach the entire subject or only a portion of it. Reflection. Both the teacher and students consider the process of learning. This makes it easier to see what went well and what needs to be improved. Developing education that is developmentally appropriate requires careful consideration of the learning cycle. It guarantees that the curriculum is adapted to the learning requirements and developmental stages of the students. This is how to do so. The teacher can better adapt lessons to the student's current knowledge level with the support of pre-assessment. Delivery of lesson can take into account the developmental stage of the students. Assessment guarantees both the effectiveness of the education and the learning process for data. No matter how quickly or slowly a student learns, reteaching guarantees that they comprehend what is being taught. And lastly, by pointing out what worked and what didn't, reflection assists in the improvement of future education. Teachers may design great lessons with the help of the comprehensive tool, the COE lesson plan template. Every element in this template has a distinct function within the bigger concept. Classroom and student factors / grouping. This section assists the teacher in taking into account the distinctive qualities of the students and the classroom setting. It takes into account things like learning preferences, unique requirements, and past knowledge of the learner. Standards. Standards are the learning objectives that correspond with national or state curricular requirements. They guarantee that the instruction is appropriate and fulfill the necessary learning objectives. Objectives. By the end of the class, students should have accomplished the objectives, which are precise, measurable results. Anticipatory set. This serves as the lesson's hook to draw students in at the very beginning. Means of representation. This relates to the manner in which students are taught the material. Means of engagement. This entails involving students in active learning activities. It could involve conversations, problem-solving exercises, group work, etc. Means of expression. Students show that they have understood the instruction by doing this. Differentiation. Differentiation approaches are implemented to address the varied educational needs of all students. Extension activity / homework. Students do these assignments outside of the classroom to support their learning. They offer students more practice and enhance their comprehension of the topic. In order to facilitate successful teaching and learning, assessments, learning objectives, and methods of instruction must be in line with one another. Here are some explanations onto why alignment matters. 1. Clear expectations. It is evident what students should learn and how they will be evaluated when assessments, learning objectives, and methods of instruction are in line. This assists students in understanding how their progress will be evaluated and what they must do to achieve. 2. Improve student outcomes. Student results can be enhanced when assessments, learning objectives, and instructional practices are in alignment. This is a result of the teachers implementing educational strategies that facilitate students' learning and their clear grasp of what they need to learn. Assessments are also intended to monitor students' advancement towards certain learning goals, which can assist them in determining which areas require more assistance from the teacher. Each assessment set of data is unique. Despite the fact that teachers frequently have access to a variety of student data, it's critical that they make use of the information that will increase student accomplishment in the classroom. Some ways the assessment data can be useful for lesson planning are: 1. To gain a clear understanding of students' learning process. Students do not immediately benefit from assessments that are just intended for evaluating learning. Teachers receive immediate feedback on their students' learning progress through formative assessments. It enables teachers to modify their lesson plans to ensure that no student is left behind. 2. To modify instruction in consideration of feedback. It is crucial for educators to be able to modify their lessons to fit the requirements of their students. The results of assessment should be used as a tool to direct future instruction and assess ways in which teachers might enhance their own methods in the classroom. In addition to helping teachers modify their lessons to fit the requirements of each individual student, immediate feedback may also be used to categorize students according to their process. Thank you.